Do you think leaving your hair treatments on overnight is better? Oh, you do you? Well, in that case, if I were you, I'd keep on watching. Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel, yes, my channel, where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Goodness me, there's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to how to use hair treatments. And so many of you have asked for this video, and so many of you, put my teeth in, fantastic people, have left brilliant comments and questions about conditioning and treating your hair or your client's hair. So we're going to get into it all in this video, and there might be some surprises. And later on, not that much later on, there's a really great hack on how to get the very, very best out of any hair treatment. So you're going to want to keep watching for that, aren't you? Let's start at the beginning with the incredible people that formulate these products. Chemists, yes. Now, some of the work that I do that you never hear about or see is research and development with a couple of brands. Quite a few brands now, actually. Very grateful I get to do that, but I do get to work with chemists. I don't help them formulate things, but I test things that they have formulated and I give them feedback. And these people are quite amazing. None of them are out to get any of us. They really are not. They are brilliant people that have incredible qualifications and knowledge and know how to make great hair care. On Reddit in the dead of night, there's a lot of people that post things that do kind of tend to lean towards the fact that hair care companies are trying to get us. No, they're not. They're trying to make brilliant products that you want to buy, so they make lots of that, lots of money. So let's start off with a couple of facts, a couple of science facts that I have learned from these wonderful people, okay? The first thing is that in order for any hair treatment to work, the hair must be damp. Regardless of what level the treatment is working on, the hair must be damp, wet. There must be moisture involved in the hair. It's impossible, pretty much, there's a couple of exceptions, but it's pretty much impossible for things to penetrate the hair when the hair is dry. I want you to remember that. And then secondly, how many times have you looked at the back of a hair treatment and it says, leave on overnight? How many times? Yes, that's right. Not many times, okay? So this video is about, this is all about demystifying the kind of myths out there. But ultimately, let me get straight to the point. You don't need to sleep in your hair treatments. And if you do, it might be causing your hair some damage. Moving on. Let's have some science, shall we? Let's pop our friend the cross-section of the hair chart on the screen, diagram on the screen now. Okay, so science-wise, this is how most treatments work. I am going to mention K18 here. This video is not sponsored. I am their education ambassador. I have a fabulous time with the lovely peeps at K18. I love the product. There's an entire playlist here on my channel. If you want to find out more about that, go and check out that playlist. But K18 works deep in the cortex, okay, of the hair, and it's very unique in what it does. So let's just leave that there because this isn't a K18 video. It's about your treatments that work on a different level. Most hair conditioning treatments with different ingredients like proteins and acid, citric acid, maleic acid, lots of different ingredients. And we're not going to get specific about those ingredients, but they work. I'm talking generally because I want to keep this video tight. Yes. Most of these ingredients work just under the cuticle of the hair. That is the protective layer fiber that sits on the surface of the hair. That's the one, yeah. And they work just underneath that, okay? Most of these treatments work between 5 to 15 minutes tops. Most of them actually work much quicker than that, okay? They deposit these things, they goes through the cuticle of the hair because the hair is, that's the one, damp. Remember that, the hair must be damp for these things to work, okay? And they deposit the ingredients that make the hair strong, healthier, shinier, etc. Most of the things that make the hair shiny go on the outside of the hair. But the things that are going to help to build the hair up and to treat it within 5 to 15 minutes on damp hair. Do you get where this is headed? So if you are sleeping in your treatments, once your hair is dry, there's no way that any more of whatever it is that's going to help your hair can be absorbed. And goodness gracious me, if you're going to bed with damp hair, that can cause all sorts of damage, because if you've got longer hair, or even if you've got shorter hair, goodness knows when I wake up in the morning, my hair is all over the place because my hair's very thin, very fine. But you know, the abrasion of damp hair on bed linen can really damage and split the mid-lengths and ends of any length hair. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is these products are designed to deposit the strength and condition and texture giving ingredients within 5 to 15 minutes. Generally, there are some things that are best left on longer, but that's more of a thing for texture and for smoothness. We'll get into that in a second. So you don't need to sleep in your hair treatments for them to work, but here's a hack that makes all the difference. Of course, as I have said many times here on my channel, I am here for everyone. I am here for every process, as long as the process isn't causing any damage to the hair. If you want to sleep in your treatment, then sleep in your treatment. If you find it works for you and you love it, that's cool. But here's an interesting hack, and it was something that I was taught shown a long time ago, or told a long time ago by a chemist about 10 years ago. And it's something that really works. This does work incredibly well with K18 as well. And it works with other things that, really work on the structure of the hair. So if your hair is compromised, or you find that your hair is damaged, say that you have a client whose hair is very compromised, this is a great way to get lots of strength. And if you're at home as well, if you're using something from the drugstore, lots of shop up videos with great products on here on my channel. Shampoo the hair. Treatments always work best on clean, freshly shampooed hair that is damp. I keep talking about the dampness, but once hair is dry, it can't absorb any nutrients or any, strength-giving ingredients. Shampoo your hair, towel dry, apply your product, wait the length of time it says on the label, rinse it out and repeat it. Oh yes. So therefore you are getting twice the amount of whatever it is that is in that product, we're not going to get specific, that gives the hair strength, manageability, internal structure, helps to rebuild the internal structure. Really simple. If your hair's really, really damaged, repeat that process 3 times. It really does work. It's a great way of getting whatever it is that product delivers into the hair multiple times to make it work really effectively. I'll say it once again, you don't need to sleep in it. Now you've had the huge hair treatment hack, I love alliteration, let's have a couple of other things that might be helpful. The first one is, let's just very briefly mention Olaplex number 3. Now, I did have an affiliation with that brand back in the day. I used to do takeovers on Main Addicts and Behind the Chair, fun times, but it was a long time ago. And I haven't used Olaplex since I started using K18, because why would you? Anyway, no shade, but there you go. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. Watch the videos here on my channel. But you may be a hair professional watching this, and you may have in the past advised your clients to sleep in Olaplex number 3, the maintenance bond builder, if you like, the bond maintenance, that's the one. Well, when the hair is dry, there's no bonding that can go on. So you don't need to tell people to sleep in that, number 1. Number 2, but if people want to, then they can. I think Olaplex's official line now is that they should only be on the hair for 20 minutes, but hey ho, people will do what they want to do. Then we have oils. Now, oils is a very contentious thing, isn't it? Rosemary oil, goodness gracious me. Yes, I've read the studies about rosemary oil. No, it does not make your hair grow. There is not enough conclusive evidence. If you like using it, use it. But oils like avocado argan oil that have a very small molecular weight, so the molecules are very fine, they do penetrate the hair slightly under the cuticle. They do not go into the cortex of the hair because the molecular weight is too big, but it is small enough to go slightly under the cuticle and to make the hair soft, silky, manageable, slippery. So if you want to sleep, if you want to coat your hair in oil and sleep in it, go for it. But just be aware that it isn't making the hair strong in the cortex. It's just not possible. It's science. But like I said throughout this video and through a lot of my other videos, if you like it, do it. Let's sum all of that up before I say goodbye. Number one, hair must be damp for any nutrients to be absorbed into it. The end. It just has to be. If you are going to still put a treatment on and sleep in it, go for it, as I've already said in the video, but make sure that your hair has dried out with a treatment on it before you go to bed. And please don't tie, tightly hair back that's damp and then go to bed, because you will cause mechanical damage. It will happen. If your hair is processed in any way, then that's gonna be even worse, because hair is much more elastic when it's been processed and definitely more elastic when it is damp or wet. As I already said in that huge hair hack, if you want to get the most from the treatment, whether you're a hair professional, if you have a client that comes in that's got very damaged hair, or if you're doing it yourself, with any treatment, whether it's a professional one or from the drugstore, you're always going to get the most benefit from it, from following the instructions. But if you want extra benefits, shampoo the hair, towel dry, apply the treatment, wait the time, rinse it off and do it again. Simple. Modern formulas are so clever that you're not going to over-proteinize the hair. Goodness me, can we leave that one behind? Can we? Yeah, that would be good. Because modern treatments are balanced with protein and moisture. So that's it. We've come to the end of the video. A huge thank you for watching this. If you found it helpful or just enjoyed it watching it, then you know exactly what to do. You liking this, sharing it with your friends helps to get my content out there. And at the end of the day, my channel is all about everyone having the best hair they can, regardless of how much money they have to spend or where you are in the world. What other videos would you like to see here on my channel? Let me know in the comments, because I love the community over here. You guys are absolutely awesome. A huge thank you for watching this if you've got to the end of the video. Thanks. You all take lots of care, and I'll see you all in the next one.